Hi everyone, it's TTL back with another Rush Kit video for you, and as you're probably aware, an NDA has lifted, so I'm finally allowed to talk to you about Z390, and I'm finally allowed to show you Z390 boards. I've had these boards and they've been in the background of the videos for a while on the main OC3D channel, but what we're going to do is we do have the main board here, and I've kept the little fan separate, so there's something I want to show you with that. But we'll have a look at the accessories just quickly first so that you can get an idea of what you're going to get in the box. So you get the card saying welcome to the Republic, you get a sticker pack. These go on your fans, these go on your cables to separate them out. You can put this on a coaster to make your own ROG coaster, and you've got some other bits and boobs over there, sadly not real boobs. You get a voucher for money off cable mod cables, and then your driver CD and the manual. And then underneath, but in the packaging, you can actually see that they've added some extra detail onto the packaging. In the actual packaging yourself, you get, let's have a look how many in total that you get. You get 4 SATA cables. You get, I believe there are, yeah, these are both RGB extender cables. One's a 4-pin normal extension cable, one's a 3-pin addressable extension cable. Then you also get a, I think this might be from one of the other boxes and I've made a boo-boo, but this is a temperature probe, and I think this might have come from the Hero box. That's my fault, but it's because I've been trying to rush and do too many. You do get your Wi-Fi Bluetooth antenna, so and this screws onto the back and you can put it onto the back of your case if you want. You get some zip ties, you get a SLI bridge, and you get your door hanger should you want to use them. Then you get all the screws for your M.2s, but you don't get, the people do still say to me about this, and I've seen it in the past, people saying I didn't get the screws to screw the motherboard into the case. Well, you won't, because they don't supply those. The screws for the case come with the case. Anyway, okay, so our first broad look at the board. What I want to do though is I want to draw your attention to this up in the top left hand corner, and this is a fan mount, and I'm going to move the board around so that you can see where it goes. Now what Asus say that you should do if you want to mount the little fan is pull this up here and then mount the fan like that, and then that brings it out over the IO shield, and like it blows pretty much directly down on the fan. But something I noticed, which was something I think you guys might like more. Now you will still have to raise it up so that you can screw it all in, but something I actually liked the look of more was mounting it that way round, and that is so you can see that you get a bit more surface area. So rather than it being square and over here like that, you mount it the other way around, so this side and this side mounted, and then the other two go over that. Now I'm not a fan of using fans like this on the board anyway, but if you were going to use it and it didn't mess up with the clearance on your heatsink or anything, then this is probably the way that I would go with it. Comes with a 3-pin cable. Anyway, rest of the things to talk about on the board, we will work our way around. So 8-pin top left hand corner, then you've got your CPU optional and your CPU fan header here, then you've got a 4-pin RGB header up on the top, then this is the MEM OK switch. Come down, you can see your boot lights or your post light, so you've got CPU at the bottom, then DRAM, then VGA, and then boot, and these all change colour, so if they stop on something, you know what you're having issues with during your post or boot cycle. Obviously the power, external USB 3.1, 6 SATAs. That little tab there is actually fabric, by the way. No RGB on the chipset. Then you've got 3 fan headers down the side here. Actually, I do apologise, CT sensor, thermal sensor. So the thermal sensor that I said to you about before does come with the Strix. This is 100 up to 110mm long M.2, and then this one up here is up to 80, but you can use a SATA M.2 on there if you like. Then you go down the bottom, you can see USB 3, 2 USB 2s, external fan header. This is something that you're going to need to get used to seeing on Asus boards now. And this is the Asus Node. They've got their own proprietary header where you're going to see products coming out that's going to plug into that. Another RGB header down here. Supreme FX audio. And then on this side you can see your Wi-Fi, gigabit Ethernet, HDMI, DisplayPort, USB Type-C. You can also see it says SS10, so Super Speed 10. So that's USB USB 3 Gen 2, and these ones down here. Let's see that Super Speed. So that's Gen 2. This is just Gen 1. So, and one of the things I did want to show you, and this is only meant to be a quick video, but I do have the ability to be able to show you the lights, because I've got a magic cable that allows me not to power the board up in a way that would mean breaking the NDA, but it means I can power the board up so that I can just show you the lights. So you've got the RGB section through the ROG eye. Now this is acrylic and it's etched, and because it's etched, it means it catches the light, and if I'm honest, I really, really like it. Oh. So, it's up to you. Obviously, with the RGB, you can easily turn it off. But I think that's fairly effective. I say it with all of the Strix boards. I do think it's a shame there's not anything down on the chipset itself. But still, this is our first look at the ROG Strix Z390E motherboard. Please check OC3D TV for more. We've got the Extreme, the Formula, the ITX board and the Gene to show you. And we've also got the Hero that you can see in the background on Rush Kit as well. So lots and lots of videos for you to have a look at. If you're interested, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much.